So here it is. You know, the greatest part of God, to know God, okay? The greatest part of God is His love. There's more to God than just His love, okay? But that's all He needed to show us was His love. We don't need to know His wrath. We don't need to be under His wrath. We don't need to be under condemnation. That's God too, see. But in God, the greatest of God is His love. And you're like, well, how do you know? Well, if you read right here in 1 John again, it says herein, verse 16, 4:16, and we have known and believed the love that God hath to us. We have known and we have believed. What is that? Known? They come to know. They got the knowledge. And then, to believe means fully convinced, accepted, received. Okay? So we have known and believed. Then he says, herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in that day of judgment. It says, and in verse 18, it says, there is no fear in love, but perfect love. There's that perfect again. These Christians and so-called wannabe God people, they take the word perfect out of their vocabulary. They still sin. They say they're sinners. They say they're not perfect, following all these gurus and these cheap Christian teachers who are all for the money and to get it and to have it and to buy it and to do it. But they ain't walking around with you. You don't know how they live. You don't know what they do. But perfect love casts out fear. Because fear has the torment. What do you mean by torment? Are you really being tormented in fear? Because the word torment isn't what you think it means. It means they're living in obscurity and having no knowledge of God. No knowledge of God. And their life is hanging by a thread. This physical life they're living, they do not have true life. They just, are alive. And if they're alive outside of Jesus, they're alive and they are dying unto death. And when they expire, they go to death. And they will stay in death. They will not come up and out unless they're in Christ, because Jesus came up out from the dead. They won't come up and out. They will stay, and they will be condemned in it. It's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing. To not know God's love is a horrible thing.